I found out on Facebook. I was sitting at my kitchen table, coffee untouched, scrolling without thinking. Then I saw my mother's post. A photo of my sister in white, smiling too wide. Like, comment, and subscribe Huna Stories for more stories. Her hand raised to show the ring. The caption was long, too long. Halfway through, my name appeared, tagged, bold, impossible to miss. Thanks to the sponsor who stayed home, my mother wrote a heart emoji, then a laughing face. My chest didn't tighten. My hands didn't shake. Everything went quiet instead. Like the air had been pulled from the room and replaced with something thinner. I tapped the photo. Comments were pouring in. Congratulations. Blessings. Jokes about me being the generous brother. Someone wrote, family comes through. Another said, must be nice to have support like that. I hadn't spoken to my sister in weeks. I hadn't agreed to anything. I hadn't even known there was a wedding date. I replied with one sentence. Tomorrow, you're in for a big surprise. I put my phone face down. I finished my coffee. Tasted burnt. By noon, the call started. My mother first, then my sister, then my father. I didn't answer. Silence was doing more work than words ever had. That night, I sat alone in my apartment and opened my laptop. The numbers were exactly where I'd left them. Every dollar I'd saved over 10 years, bonuses, overtime, missed vacations, quiet sacrifices I never talked about. I scrolled through the transaction history again. The withdrawals were still there, labeled as temporary transfers, done with access I'd given my parents years ago when I trusted them. When family meant something simple, I didn't feel rage. I felt clarity. At 11:43 p.m., I made the decision. I didn't announce it. I didn't warn anyone. I just acted. 14 hours later, my phone lit up like it was trying to burn a hole through the table. 17 missed calls from my mother, 5 from my sister, 3 voicemails from my father, 1 unknown number. Then the knock came, hard, urgent, like someone was running out of time. I stood slowly, looked through the peephole. My sister's fiancé was there. Tie loosened, eyes wide, sweat on his forehead like he jogged up the stairs. I opened the door halfway. Please, he said immediately. We need to talk. Behind him, my father appeared at the end of the hall. He didn't look angry. He looked small, older than he had a week ago. What's wrong? I asked. My father's voice cracked. Son, just listen. There's been a misunderstanding. I stepped aside enough to let them see the inside of my apartment. Clean, quiet, controlled. No, I said. There hasn't. The fiancé swallowed. The venue called this morning. The caterer, too. Everything's frozen. They said the funds were reversed. I nodded. That's correct. My father took a step closer. You can't do this. Your sister, she'll be fine. I said, she's been fine spending money that wasn't hers. That's when my mother called again. The phone buzzed in my hand. I let it ring. Her voice came through the voicemail speaker by accident. Hi, panicked. Unrecognizable. Please, she said. Call me. We didn't think you'd react like this. I looked at my father. You didn't think I'd notice. He didn't argue. The fiancé rubbed his face. Man, I didn't know. I swear. I thought it was a gift. They said you insisted. I met his eyes. He was telling the truth. He was caught in something he didn't build. I believe you, I said. This isn't about you. My father's shoulders slumped. We raised you better than this. I held the door open wider. You raised me to be responsible, to work, to plan, to sacrifice quietly. I did all of that. My mother's voice came through another voicemail. crying now. How could you embarrass us like this? I almost smiled. I didn't embarrass you, I said calmly. I corrected a mistake. The fiancé looked like he wanted to disappear. What happens now? That depends on them, I said. Not me. My father opened his mouth, then closed it. For the first time, he had nothing left to offer. No authority, no guilt, no leverage. I stepped back. I've removed access to everything permanently. Any money taken will be returned through legal channels. I've already spoken to someone. My mother screamed through the phone. I didn't listen. I closed the door gently, locked it, leaned against it for a moment, not because I was weak, but because something heavy had finally been set down. Later that evening, I blocked their numbers. I didn't feel proud. I didn't feel cruel. I felt steady. Family isn't proven by what you can take an excuse. It's proven by what you respect and protect. I protected myself, and for the first time that was enough. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe Huna Stories for more stories.